All right, last video. On example 3, we're gonna have to solve for the unknowns. So when I look at what's going on and I notice that this top angle has x in it and this angle has x, I can only solve for one variable at a time. So I'm gonna have to put those together, because if I try to put these two together, for instance, I've got an x and y and I can't solve for two variables at the same time. So what I'm going to do is I will be solving for x, and as I notice, these angles were formed because I had two lines intersecting, which make these vertical angles. Okay, so we have some vertical angles here. I'm going to abbreviate that. And vertical angles are congruent to each other, so that means 2x plus 5 will equal 3x minus 33, and then I need to solve for x. So first I'm going to have this 2x move over to the 3x by subtracting it, and that's just going to be, that gives me 1x or x. And now to get x alone, I'm going to add 33 over, and that makes x worth 38. Now that I have x, I can use it to do another pair of angle relationships. So for instance, I could put these together, or I could put these together. These are what we would call, because there's another line here, a linear pair of angles, either situations, and a linear pair right next to each other. They share a wall, they share a common ray, add up to 180. So I'm going to use this set here. And from what I can do now is I know that 2x plus 5 plus my 4y minus 1 equals 180. Well, now that I know x is worth 38, I can put that 38 into here and do 2 times 38. Excuse me. So if I take my 2 times my 38, I get 76. So now I can do 76 plus 5 plus 4y, take away 1 equals 180. And so what I'm going to do is clean up the left side. I'm going to combine my like terms. So 76, whoa, did not mean to do that. Let's erase that. Let's put our 76 back. So 76 plus 5, that's 81. Take away this 1, we're back down to 80. And now to solve for y, I'm going to subtract my 80 over. That leaves me with 100. And then I can divide by 4, and that leaves my y. You can use a calculator for all of this, is at 25. So that is example 3. And now let's go to example 4. So they give me a picture. They say that AXB and BXC are adjacent and complementary angles. So that's the first picture I'm going to do. So I'm going to have AXB. So here's A, here's X, here's B, and B, X didn't turn out very well, C. So they're adjacent, so that means they are right next to each other, which they are. They are complementary, which means they're going to add up to 90 degrees. And then we go to our next description that says BXC and CXD are adjacent and supplementary. So that means based off this BXC, I need to draw CXD so that they're supplementary, which means they add up to 180, but they're also right next to each other. So I'm just going to extend this out, because now what's happening is I'm getting this 180 look, and I'm going to put D here because now they are adjacent to each other. And now I can see what is true. So let me just kind of redraw all of this. Fix this. Put my X right there. Okay. All right. So our AXB and BXC vertical. So I'm looking at this angle here and this angle here. Nope, they're not. Our AXB, so this angle, and CXD, are they vertical? I would probably say no, they're not. Then I have CXD, which is this big obtuse angle here, and DXA Are those supplementary? No, they're not. That's way too much. And now I'm going to highlight the last one so you can probably see why this is going to be our choice. So our DXA and AXB, are they supplementary? So if you look this yellow highlighted, yes, they are. So D is my correct answer. And that's it. Those are our notes. Thanks for hanging in there. We're now going to move into our practice packet. And in your practice packet, the one with the eagle, I'd like for you to go to page 15, and you just need to get through that page. That's it. That's all I'm going to ask you guys to do. You've been real troopers, so once you're done with all of this, you can actually just relax, have the rest of the time off. I'm sure the sub is going to love that. You can have your phones out. I will leave that in the sub report. Again, thank you so much. I really do appreciate your patience, and I will see you guys next class period.